Hello and welcome to another millimeter 66 action figure. This is Dragon Ball Z. The Kamen Rider ones proved very popular, and that one's up to series 5 now. Each series has like a hidden character. I think most of them do. I think the last newest one doesn't, but I could be wrong. And so they branched out. They branched out to Ultraman. That's one set of that now. I think they're going to be releasing a second set soon, and they decided to do a Dragon Ball Z one as well. And I'm not getting these for myself, and I'm not getting any more 66mm unless I can get to see them for super cheap, which I'm not gonna, because they are popular right now. So I got these for my friend. My friend wanted them, and he wanted Vegeta and Goku. So these are the two that I got. There is also a bloody sticker covering up the box, but there's Trunks, I think. Let me see if I can tear away that damn sticker. Oh great, it's one of those stickers that don't really peel away. Wait. There, I peeled those stupid stickers on both of them. Like, by law they have to stick these stickers on imported goods, just so people can read the ingredients and stuff. I get that, I really do, but seriously, if you're gonna use a sticker like that, could it at least be the correct size of the box? And could you at least stick it on the right side of the box? Say, I don't know, here's where the Japanese ingredients are. Stick the stickers here. You know, along with the expiry date of there's the chewing gum inside. It's not a generic food flavored sweet anymore. Don't slap it here covering the, you know, the attack art. Don't slap it here telling me what I can get inside the box. That's so dumb. Like, the company themselves slap it on there. So seriously, if you're gonna stick it there, it's like, oh, what's inside the box? I don't know. Guess the information's covered. Oopsies. But anyway, the first lineup is of course Goku, Vegeta, Son Gohan, and Trunks. And is it Son Gohan? Yeah. Gohan, in a box of 10, there was only one Gohan, and there was 3 Vegeta, 3 Trunks, and 3 Son Goku. Let me get that right. The green box, which was it Trunks or? No, I think it was Trunks. Trunks was like the rarest one in the box. So, and inside one of these. Oh, you have a chewing gum there. I'm not going to eat this because it's my friend's, he paid for it, so I'm not going to eat that. That'd be a bit cheeky. He's already letting me review it, so I'm going to ask him later what it tastes like, and he can tell me. And inside the other box, in the Goku box, so get those chewing gums out the way. So, okay, so here we go. I got this one bag here, which is, let's see, 2 fists, relax, like open, sort of grippy hands, and his 2 sort of finger hands on each side. A little leg stage, which is different from the Kamen Rider one. This one actually has a little peg that can stand there. 2 slots for the legs to fit in if you don't want the peg. So that's cool, it has a peg now. That's an improvement. And this one's exactly the same hands, just different colors in orange. Well, sort of flesh color and orange peg. So exact same thing. And here we have Vegeta with his head. So, and here we have Goku with his head. So, I guess I'll just rip these bags open. So, by ripping the bags open, I meant I sophisticatedly cut it open with the scissors while also chopping off all my fingers. And then resealing them. And then, yeah. Anyway, so here's Goku with his, oh, need to focus that. His head off. So just a ball peg there, plug this on. Oh, that's a bit tight fit. And let me see, it's got the stage here, which pops off really easily. So just a lot of I know this is like a molding injection thing on this bracket, but surely they could have shrunk this down a little bit. Vegeta ones as well, just do it now. Comes off really easily. The whole thing's a bit rubbery, which is good for hands. Stage, well, the piece is big enough for it to not be too wobbly, so that's good. Get this arm here. This is made of hard plastic. In fact, the stage itself feels really cheap. I mean, yeah, the toy is. I mean, these figures, they are cheap, but they're not that cheap, and this stage feels terrible. Well, thank God that the figure itself doesn't feel that bad. Right, let's give him some hands. Let's just give him fists. Well, no, let's give him the Dragon Ball Energy Ball hands. Just plug them in. Oh, it's a really tight fit. Come on. And then you got these other holes there, so you can peg in the other hands on the stand. So I'm just going to plug those in so I don't lose them. Then my friend will kill me. Well, he won't, but I have to buy another one. These holes are not... Oh right, it pegs on the other side. Yeah, these holes aren't universal. You can't just swap them around. I find that not a good thing. Like, you know, let's let's have some fun with these. The pegs are also on the little stand, so you can plug them there. I guess it'll hide them from the front of the figure. So everything plugs in just fine. So I guess the articulation, well, one ball point neck, full rotation, goes up a little bit, just really a little bit, sideways really a little bit. Shoulders are on little ball pegs, so can move a lot. You got the upper arm has a rotating joint here, although that does cut up his muscles. Single elbow joint, and as you saw, all the hands are just a little round peg. See, torso can rotate here, kinda. Not fully though. Well, there's a ball peg, but the shape of the body stops you from doing that, so plug that back in. Legs are on the ball pegs, so up, back, so kinda sideways. Can he do a rider kick? No, he cannot. The riders can do better rider kicks, which is really important for the riders to do, but these guys really can't. Does have a single kneecap joint, and the feet are little ball pegs. Yeah, and also it's just painted blue. The feet are blue plastic, little hole down there, but the lower legs are just painted blue. So when your feet comes down, you can see the orange. They didn't paint it all the way, which is kind of annoying. So let's see if we can do that Dragon Ball pose with the energy balls, because that's kind of important. And well, he can, kinda, sort of. Kamehameha! I don't even watch Dragon Ball and I know that phrase because, you know, I'm Asian, so I know it. And yeah, stage makes them lift up in the air, which is kind of cool, because, you know, they can fly and stuff, so that's important. But just unplug him there, and if I just stick his feet in the actual stand, get his feet plug in pretty well. Plug in okay. But, the stage is in the way, so I'm gonna get that out of the way and plug it in again. It does help, but it's not exactly in there, so stages of the arm is better. Right. So there he is. Well, Vegeta 2. I guess just plug his head in. Pretty much the exact same articulation. I think he's a bit looser than Goku. I guess I'll give him these hands, little finger hands. If it'll plug in, oh, and his arms fell off. Hands feel really tight. The Kamen Rider stuff didn't feel as cheap, if that makes sense. Maybe the paint on the hands really like getting in the way. So just plug all those. I'll plug these arms in the little back support, just for variety. these one plug in a lot looser in here, probably because this is hard plastic, and the rubbery plastic down there makes it a lot harder for them to plug in and out. So that's a thing. And let's plug his butt in there. Yep, it is their butts. They have little buttholes. So. Yeah, he has the same joints. He can do a rider kick a lot bit better, kinda. His head can move a bit more. He has a small neck, I think. Slightly different shape head, so that's something. And he's super serious. Yeah. So I think these look, by comparison, these look a bit better than the Kamen Rider ones because they are based on the manga or anime, where the details are a lot more simpler than the Kamen Rider suits. So they get away with having a figure with less painted details, and so I think by that sense, these things look a lot better than the Kamen Rider ones. The Ultraman ones actually look pretty good as well. I don't collect them, but I've seen them in the shops, and they look pretty good as well because Ultraman again is a lot more simpler design, and it's all the advantage for Ultraman and Dragon Ball Z. And I think Dragon Ball Z even better because Ultraman is still an actual live action show, so there's more stuff going on there. However, all the Ultraman stuff, they do have like transparent eyes, and they do have like silver painting, which looks pretty good. So, but the Dragon Ball stuff here, they really fit the part. There is still missing details, like a lot of the clothing details on the back are not painted. The molding details are pretty accurate, just like the Kamen Rider stuff. The important details are all molded there. And even though it's slightly super deformed, they don't look super cutesy and stuff, which you don't want another cutesy one because there's already been cutesy super deformed Dragon Ball Z figures before, so we don't need more of those. What is painted is, well, accurate to say the least, but maybe because of the coloring here, certain matte colors can make plastics feel a bit cheaper than they should be, because the Kamen Rider stuff didn't feel cheap at all. The black plastic felt really solid, and the compound eyes looked really good, and the whole thing felt kind of like a small expensive toy, like miniature SH3Guard's head. Whereas here, the plastic feels slightly more rubbery and more cheap. But they do look better because, like I said, they take advantage of the simpler designs of cartoon. So all in all, if you're in the market for sort of slightly super deformed, very posable, small sort of cutesy figures, kind of cutesy figures. Like, I don't want to go full-blown cute because Dragon Ball Steel is still a cool thing. We can't make them like super cute. But I do want them to look a bit more big-headed. Then there you go. This is the one set for you. The 66mm stuff has proven to be quite popular, so they're branching out. I imagine at one point it might even be a Sailor Moon one. Who knows? So if you get this, you shouldn't have to worry too much that they're not going to continue it. I'm pretty sure they are going to continue this series. Maybe go online and see if the Dragon Ball Z ones are popular as well, because the Kamen Rider stuff are definitely popular, so the 66mm line is not going to die out. However, for set 1, only doing 4 figures with pretty much mostly same bodies, because Gohan, Goku has the same body, Trunks and Vegeta had pretty much the same body, so they really are testing the waters here. So depending on how well the first set goes, they'll definitely be making more, and I can see them making more because all the other 66mm stuff have been quite popular. And one of the reasons why they're quite popular is because they're really small, and a lot of people living in Asia live in flats, so they don't have too much room for bigger figures. So a small figure that isn't cutesy is something that a lot of people can go for. Subscribe, suggestion, comment below, and of course take care and have a nice day. Bye.